Hi everybody, welcome back. So in today's video, this woman said that broke men love women with BBLs. Take a look.
Your natural body shape or your surgery body shape will change the type of man that is attracted to you, at least based on his socioeconomic level. And let me show you. Socioeconomic class actually have to do with the type of man that is attracted to your body and why. Let's figure it out. You have the wealthy class, right? And they typically tend to be attracted to more slender bodies, a physique, a nicer physique, right? The reason they like that is for a couple of reasons. Number one, a lot of their reputation is on the line. Who they're married to, how that person is moving, how that significant other is, how outside people view them. Everything comes with reputation when it comes to being that wealthy, okay? So essentially, they understand the power more of who their significant other is and how they represent them. Literally. Then of course we get to the biological factors, like a woman with a nice physique and she's skinny. You can actually see the structuring of that, the natural way her body would fall in clothes, etc., right? And it also signals youth to the man. We hear it preached all day, every damn day, right? And actually this one's gonna be hard to accept because when you have a more voluptuous body, it's more overtly sexual, okay? So basically the man doesn't really get the privilege of like the classy look, or like you act this way publicly but he knows you in a different way privately. Like that line kind of gets blurred, and it's not anything that somebody who's naturally built like that has like done wrong. It's more so other men can visualize you in a more sexual way a lot easier than they can with somebody that has a petite body, all right? And that's gonna move us over to poor. When it comes to this type of man, you know how there's like being hood rich, right? Let's make it that. So essentially, because this person doesn't have much to show, they're gonna make what they do show gaudy. And so essentially, because that thing is gaudy, it's right in front of your face. You can't ignore it, you can't whatever, right? So essentially that translates to the type of woman that they are attracted to also has more of that upfront, in your face, you can't ignore it type of sexuality, all right? Because essentially as they escort you around places, socially, all that other stuff, it's a huge signal to someone else. Look who I am fucking right now. Look who I have access to right now. Display. Easy to see. And the last reason that the poor man tends to be attracted to a more voluptuous, overtly sexual body. One, he's not doing much else with his free time when he's outside of work. That's the only way he's making money. Tends to be the only way he's applying himself. So basically with his free time, he's gonna want to have sex. Bam. Okay. Second reason, the woman is doing very much like domestic work in the home, right? That's a strong contribution of hers because he can't afford any type of assistance, even when it comes down to like eating out a certain amount, etc. So for her, when he sees her outside of that, there's not much that woman is expected to offer him as far as like uplifting him or moving him to another level. They are in survival mode, literally. I want you to understand that, okay? So because they are in survival mode, the woman basically is offering sex and domestic work to him, okay? So essentially, the more sexual she looks, the more appealing she is to him, because that's one half of basically her value. Middle class, that's kind of like a anything can go type of situation, okay? It's a mixture of enough resources, enough intelligence, and enough ignorance. Essentially for them, they're going to be choosing a partner based off of what they see in media the most subconsciously, and what kind of reflects their natural desire, because they don't have too much on the line as far as reputation, but they also have enough resources to care about what person they're getting and how they're reflecting them and stuff like that, but not enough to where they need to be controlling the type of person that they're dating. So at that point, you can just date ideally who you decide. So before you get that BBL, please evaluate, what is this gonna do for me? What is my goal, okay? And I know as women, we be lying to ourselves saying, oh my God, it doesn't matter what men think, blah, 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 blah. But eventually, if you wanna be with somebody, you're gonna have to give a damn what men think, okay?
So what do you think about what she said? Do you agree that women who get BBL get only broke men? Or do you agree that broke men are the ones who are interested in women who get BBLs, because from what I see on social media, it's a different story, right? And to be honest, I can't speak for all wealthy men. I don't know what wealthy men like. I've not been around a wealthy man, so I don't know. But from the things I see on the media, most of their wives look healthy, okay? And besides, as they age, they all gain some weight. Maybe that could explain why some of them end up with the younger women, okay? But anyway, that's just my thought. As for me, I am tired of auditioning for men, okay? So I want to be the wealthy woman, so I don't have to jump through hoops to get a wealthy man. But I'm speaking for myself. But if you're out there and you're looking for a wealthy man, well, this is what this woman is saying. Don't go and get BBL and think that you get a BBL and a wealthy man will just see you and will love you. I don't know how true that is, okay? But anyway, a lot of people responded to a video with their opinions, okay? So I'm going to play some of those for you guys, and I'll come back at the end of it with my thoughts. So let's get into the video.
People who were offended by that video, I promise you those type of people don't understand how the world works and don't understand that some things just is. Even if it hurts your feelings, it's the truth. And as a dark-skinned black woman, I know this is the truth. This woman, look at this woman here, right? Now think about the man she would marry. It would be a lot different from the man she would marry. This is a fact. This is a fact. If she was to ever get married, imagine what her man would look like, right? It wouldn't be the same man as her. And this is what I feel like a lot of you guys don't understand. Different women attract different men, and different men attract different women. Whether that hurts your feelings or not, it just is what it is. This woman would absolutely attract a different man than this woman. That's a fact. That is a fact. All of these women will not attract the same man on average. Yes, there are outliers because nothing in this world is absolute, but on average, these women will not have the same men chasing after them. Point blank, period. Now, I literally Googled 15 billionaires' wives, right? Middle-aged white men. And this is what their partners typically looked like. Blonde or black or brown hair, thin and not overly curvaceous. Almost all, it was one who had a heavyset one. So understand, out of 15 billionaires, 14 out of 50, and she wasn't even heavyset, she just was a little bit heavier than her. So the people who are getting upset don't understand how the world works. On average, billionaires go after smaller women. It just is what it is. Me not even being small and thin myself, I know this reality. They go for modest and skinny women. That's who they choose to raise their children. And I feel like since women think that they will sleep with this girl, that this girl has a chance of being the wife, and that's not true. Just because he'll sleep, men put women in categories. Don't like it, it's just the truth. Men put women in categories. One for do, the sex, and then one is for wife. Both are getting the man, but both are getting different versions of the man. Now, clearly, billionaires have options. They can get anyone. They're above average men. They can get any man they want. They're who the red pillars want to be, right? This man, he had a sugar baby. He had a sugar baby. She was 29 years old. She's now 31 while he's 80. And he spoils her, give her whatever he wants. He had every choice to choose any woman he wants. And he chose a woman who looked similar to his wives. This is just the truth of billionaire men. All their wives tend to have the same modest look.
Change. Listen, it always makes me laugh when you can tell it's a woman who just right here just trying to make herself feel better about being skinny. Just trying to make herself feel better about being skinny, because like even in the comments, people are like pointing out the fact like this is not just because they're rich, it's because they're mostly white and she's getting mad. So like I said, when y'all sit right here and put out these statistics that simply makes y'all feel better because you're not seen as the preferred body type when it comes to the black community, y'all sit right here and love acting like white supremacist ideology is a fact. It's okay. Y'all suddenly ignore the white supremacy part of a lot of facts when y'all feel like y'all would be preferred, when at the end of the day you still wouldn't be preferred because you're black. But yeah, like going on to the conversation, most of these rich men you're talking about are white. Most of these rich men you are referring to as white. It's not because they're rich. It's because they're white. Poor white men like slim bitches too. Like, like that has nothing to do with money. That has nothing to do with money. That just has a lot to do with the fact these men are from a different culture. Like, you can go to Africa and a lot of the rich men in Africa have slimmer women. I mean, have thicker women. The same thing in Latin America. A lot of the rich men in Latin America have thicker women. It depends on the culture, not because they're just rich. She's just sitting right here trying to make the fact that she's skinny make her feel better. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with being skinny, but to sit right here and ignore a lot of factors on purpose to make yourself feel better, as if, oh yeah, being skinny is going to get you a rich man. It's a lot of bitches who are skinny with broke men. It's a lot of bitches in this country who are skinny with broke men. That's not going to help you get a rich man. It's more than that. It's more than that. And at the end of the day, you bitches needs to get jobs. Because why are you having a conversation that's so centered on men? Like, at the end of the day, you're trying to make yourself feel better by centering men. You bitches need to grow up. Y'all too old for that. Y'all need to grow up.
Man.
So I agree that richer men tend to want a slimmer body. And it's not just for cosmetic reasons, though. It's not. It's not that broke guys like thick women because they just want to fuck. No, we were all 19, 18, 17, 20, 21. We dated cheerleaders. It comes a time when they don't look like that anymore. It's going to be hard to find someone at 35, 40, 45, 50 that still looks like thin neck, big eye, big untired eyes. Like, now what happens is a man gets money, and on average, a millionaire becomes a millionaire at 50. This is what happens. He trades in that woman that was closer to his age for someone younger. Now with that youth comes the body type of a young person. That's why they cut off, the Miss America pageant at like 28. They're like, you ain't the pretty girl in the room no more. We don't need you. So I don't think it's just a visual thing. Like, I want to play the part of a rich person with a trophy. The trophy is, she looks like that, but what does that symbolize? She's young. Youth equals health. Health equals fertility. Physical attraction to us apes equals health, equals fertility. You're not ran through. You're not done. You're not tired. And you can look up David Buss, his theory of why women like older men and why men like younger women. He's a evolutionary biologist or some shit like that. But yeah.
Body shape or your surgery body.
I wanted to get on here and say I 100% agree with this creator, because before I got my body done, had a snatch waist and all these great things, like, people were trying to talk to me, but it was never like, certain people would never look my way. Now I have a flat stomach, I have a fat butt, everybody wants to look my way, give me all this attention. I don't really think so. Like, men and women do it, honestly. Women want to be your friends. Like, women who never wanted to be my friend, they want to be my friend now. Oh, you do this, oh, you do that. It's cool, but it's like, come on now. I would be oblivious to act like I don't know what's going on. So I agree with this creator. Like, your body being done and having a different dynamic type of body or whatever physique, it changed the people around you. Like, people want to be around you. Men want to date you who never looked your way. Everybody just starts acting a little strange. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, she's spot on here. First off, babe, we're not talking, don't think about celebrities, just think about the BBL for rich men or wealthy men that are not celebs, because the lines are going to get a little blurred. But hear me out. A wealthy man, not hood rich, like she said in part of the video, a wealthy man is not bringing you and your BBL to the country club, okay? He's not bringing you to Monaco, okay? He's not bringing you to a charity fundraiser event with all of his, business partners, and that ain't happening. this part specifically that I made the stitch with, where she talks about, you know, men that don't really have much to show, the things that they do show are more gaudy, bro, that could not be more spot on. That could not be more spot on, because it's the same energy as men that carry tons of cash, okay, versus men that have Amexes. What do you think? Who typically carries a lot of cash with them? Your scammers, your drug dealers, your trappers, like those people, they carry a lot of cash. And two things can be true. They can carry cash and they can have a lot of it, okay? So we can, you know, they can have literally, I've seen it before, okay, in Miami. When I work nightlife, I just stopped working nightlife in Miami, but when I work nightlife, okay, I've seen guys come and they have 30, 40, 50K in a little backpack. They have 10, 15 more in their pockets, okay? Wealthy men are not carrying cash. They're not carrying cash. Maybe if they started off humble, they'll tip, but most wealthy men won't even think to carry cash for a tip, because it's just like, if I can't put it on my card, then it's not getting done. Very simple. But like, she's literally spot on with this. So you have to carry more cash because you're not really wealthy. But back to the BBL, like I said, babe, you ain't going to the country club. You're not going to the fundraising event. You're not going to Monaco. You're not going skiing in Switzerland with your BBL. You're not attracting that kind of man. So I see people mostly agreeing with her, but if anybody is trying to cook her, she's right. 100% she's right.
Okay, y'all know my job. Y'all know my job title. This is very, very true, because I have friends of all different body types. I'm on the slimmer type and the like slim body. Don't get me wrong, I still have my BBL on my shots. So I still have men that tell me I'm too fat for them. And these are the men that would blow a bag on a female, like a wealthy man, a millionaire man that used to be, you know, my trick before the BBL and shots, literally told me to my face, you have gotten too fat for me. I used to be 108 pounds. That was a child body. A child body, y'all.
What I want women and people in general to stop doing is to try to act like life is so damn calculated and men are calculated. Please. Y'all have to stop acting like in this life 1 + 1 always equals fucking 2, because it doesn't, baby. This is how a lot of y'all are miserable and need therapy for over 15 years, because y'all are always trying to find a recipe to get what you want. And guess what? The recipe is just finding what you want, digging deep inside of what you want and getting it, baby. You don't have to be a certain weight, look, or shape to attract a certain kind of man. We've all come to the consensus that a beautiful, fine-ass man will fuck a frog, marry a frog, cuff a hoe. None of that matters, because guess what? That girl knew what she wanted. She went to go get it. And if y'all follow people like her, y'all will end up mad, miserable, and sad your whole lives, because you're always trying to find somebody else's recipe. Make your own recipe and cook that, baby.
So some people are saying it's true, others are saying it's not true. To be honest, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what wealthy men want. And I don't know if all the girls that get BBL get it with the intention of attracting wealthy men. I've heard a few girls on the internet talking about after they got their body done, they got more opportunities, they became more confident, men ran down the streets to talk to them. But as for me, I want to be a wealthy woman, okay? And if ever I do get anything done to this body, I'm going to do it because I want to do it. I want to do it for myself, not because of a man, okay? I want to walk freely and do whatever I want to do. I want to live on my own terms. I don't want to jump through hoops to audition for a man, show them how I can cook, how well I can maintain my body. Because when you think about it, okay? So, the wealthy man will go out there, because unless I was getting what she was saying wrong, he will go out there and marry like the woman who is good for the parties, the galas, the soirees and all of that, and then keep a side chick with the BBL. Okay, At the end of the day, aren't both women being used? Like, are they not getting the emotional trauma that comes with dealing with these same men? I don't know. Okay, so your body done, your body not done. I don't know which way you win, because the side chick would say that she's been taken care of, and his wife will also say, well, when she gets divorced, she's going to get half of everything. So as for me, I'm not going to be getting BBL because I want to attract wealthy men. And I don't think it is an achievement if you are the other woman who gets married to this wealthy man, if they are only using you for aesthetic purposes, you know, as the cover girl of their empire or whatever, while what they actually want is a curvaceous woman. But because they can parade that woman for people to see, because it will hurt their whole image, they keep you there like a statue in the house while they go around cheating on you with the women that they actually like. But I may be wrong. So let me know your thought about all of this in the comment section, and I'll see you again with another video.